So some extremely big news for Black Clover coming into 2018, and it's involving the anime, and that is the fact that the anime original 51 episode run is in fact going to be continuing. Now, this is the thing where we see a trailer that recently just came out talking about this series, and it's straight off Crunchyroll's channel as well, where we get an anime visual and a tease that they are going to be extending the Black Clover anime longer than its original run. And the one thing that we do see in this little trailer is the form that Asta attains later on. I think since especially they're kind of been showing that around in the episode 1, it's kind of a little bit hard to really dance around this kind of thing anymore when you're an anime only fan, but it's something that Asta gets to his arsenal later on, and it comes from the best arc of the series, I'd say. I'd definitely say the Witch arc is probably definitely the one that stands out, and I think it's the one that really kind of helped Black Clover extend itself. Now, here's the thing. There's a lot of people saying, well, what the hell's going on? You've been hearing random things about, oh, the anime's been, here or there for the most part, where it's, sales-wise, it's done okay, but it wasn't doing gangbusters like they were. It's all over the place as well, where it's I think it's been doing very well on Toonami, but I think overall manga sale wise it's been doing good, and everywhere else and all that it's been fine, but it's not where people were expecting it to blow up. This is going to be the next Naruto. This is it didn't become My Hero explosion rate at all. It never where they were trying to push it to be that way, and a lot of that has to do with how they've handled the fucking anime for the most part. And this is the thing where it's they haven't confirmed how long this, how long the extension is going to be. All we know is that we're going to be seeing that. Whether or not that means that we're going to be getting a anime-only ending, whether or not that's after the Witch's arc, we're just gonna keep continuing until we run out of material. My guess is, well, one for the fact is that we're now about to be finishing up. This is the bit that they're teasing is literally the next arc after the manga, because there's a little bit of a breather after that, and then we jump into it. My question is, for this though, is what's going to be happening, because we've got a stuff that needs to be resolved. There are going to be characters coming in from the light novel that's important in the manga, so at some point we're going to have to finally address the big elephant in the room that is these characters, because they cannot be ignored. They are canon, and that needs to be in the anime somehow, so we are going to be seeing that. I have recently gone on a big tirade about the anime, and as people know, I really do enjoy. I mean, I own all the fucking 12 volumes that are out at the moment. I own season part 1 already, season 1 that just came out on Blu-ray. I'm getting Quartet Night. It's apparent with my channel, and apparent with how I talk about it, is where it's I like this series. I do. I accept it for its flaws, because it has a lot of them, from both anime and fucking manga. And here's the thing though, where it's it's straight up this series and all that, on there is the anime has been handled. It has been not handled with the poorest of fucking care, because straight up, the anime has been rough. It is the first 13 episodes were rough. There's no way of really kind of defending that at all, of what it kind of went through. It was bad with the pacing. It's been handled. And here's the thing, where it's originally you think with the first episode of the show, you go, well, clearly that's where they were hinting that they were going to go to the Witch arc. That's going to go. And I remember talking about, if we're doing a 51 episode run, we're going to be going up to there if we're going with pacing. And here's what I think. Obviously, this isn't being confirmed at all. None of this is. This is just rambling from a fan that might have a suggestion or two of what kind of happened, why we're getting an extension. One, I think it did higher than what maybe they expected for the most part. I think I would be surprised they were kind of pushing this thing in the manga to be the next thing, but maybe as well with Period they were this is actually doing decently well for us. Let's actually keep this going. Let's keep this train going. That could be one thing on there, but also it could be let's especially with how they're handling with this material. I don't think this is going to be an ongoing. This is not going to be ongoing like Boruto or One Piece. This isn't going to be like that. It might have for most, I could see 80 episodes, like, they might extend it to another 30 episodes, or they could just go straight up to, like, a filler arc. We've got a lot of material in the manga, so they could go it. It's just, I hope with this extension, that means the fact that, like, we are going to be seeing some huge changes coming towards this series as well. The fact of the matter is, like, I am happy that this is getting there. Like, this is getting more stuff because I want to see my favorite art. I want to see some of that stuff animated, and that was the fear, whereas, like, once this 51 episode run is over, does that mean we're never going to get anything else of that material? Like, where we had those dreaded things, like, all those years ago, where it's like, Shaman King never got its, like, full adaptation on there. Like, Rurouni Kenshin never saw the last arc animate. Like, you're going to have one of those kind of stories where it's like, look at all the shonen series that, like, just adapt to stuff. Look at Twin Star Exorcist. We're never going to see some of that stuff animated, I don't think. Like, it was the dreaded story of Blue Exorcist as well. It ended on filler, and we didn't think we were going to get any stuff of the Kyoto arc or any stuff after that. Like, that's just how it generally is. And I will say, say for this, like, I think as well, a lot of this may also as well come from like Crunchyroll as well. Like, Crunchyroll has been in a bit of a partnership with this series as well. It's been always kind of like really highly up. Like, whenever you see the popular page, it's normally decently up there. Like, so it does well on Crunchyroll. So maybe as well as like, this could work. Like, you know, this is something that people tune into and people watch into. So maybe as well, Crunchyroll had a little part of this on there, and it's like this generally, with a lot of the news and all that I've been hearing about the series, and as well, like, I do check up on, like, Reddit, I check up on, like, how people generally feel about the series, and so my surprise is that people do enjoy the anime. Like, that was one thing where it's like, people actually do generally have fun, like, with, like, some of the stuff with the anime, and they're not just manga-only readers like me, where it's like, I read it as well, I watch it because, one, I'm a fan, and also as well, I want to see some of the moments, and there are general glistening gems you can get in the anime from time to time. Like, most of that comes from the English dub, I feel, but it's generally the fact that it's like, it has just had the most roughest of starts, and now it's just been, like, dragging its heels, and just, like, it is showing that it's like, we really kind of, like, are running out of animators' budget. Everything that makes a show's, like, run like this, these ongoing shows, and it's like, we don't know whether or not we can keep it up or not. And that's the thing, it's like, after what I'd said as well, like, I still stick to my guns, where it's like, I don't know personally whether or not I want, like, another couple of episodes, just because if, like, we had something like that again, because at the end of the day, as I've said it before, I watch these to be thoroughly entertained. I watch these to have enjoyment, and I don't want to take that enjoyment away from other people because they have fun with it. Then please be my guest. But I always feel an adaptation should enhance the source material. I always think that it should either enhance the source material or do something different for, like, that variance from the source material. So whether or not that is, like, it'll have this occasional, like, really cool little filler arc in there, or it's like it has this little moment in there additionally, all these great animation scenes, like, it should be there, like, to enhance the series, not just be there as a full-blown, you know, advertisement, which at the end of the day, that's what these this is what these animes are. They're full out, like, advertisements to buy the volumes, to buy the merchandise, like. And there is a lot of that right now with, like, multiple mobile games, a PS4 game coming out with Quartet Knights. Like, there's so much, like, merchandise coming out of the series as well. So I'd like to, like, if anything, I think overall this tells that Black Clover did well. It wasn't where it was like, it wasn't My Hero where it's like, give us the next season now, give us the next dubbed episode now. Like, it's not their priority for the most part. I will say, if anything, this has been, like, I want to see this episode, and of course the reviews are going to be staying up for them as well. I'm going to keep talking about them, so it's another additional thing I get to add on my Tuesday to sometimes Thursday, depending how late I am with those episode reviews. I know I've been for a while. But yeah, like, it's a weird announcement where I first saw it, and I saw that, like, version of Asta, and I went, yo! Like, I legit was super hype, and then I thought about it, and I'm like, are they going to do that stuff justice? Because the Vito stuff has been up, down, up, down, up, down, like a fucking roller coaster. So, it's going to be weird. It's going to be weird, and I hate to be that because I don't want to take the excitement and enjoyment for some of you. I know there are people there in the comments, and I know people as well in the Reddit who are generally excited and over the moon, and I'm so happy for you. I just hope this could mean better things for the future for Clover and exactly where they could potentially go with this. So we're gonna have to wait and see exactly what future holds in store for Black Clover on there. So let me know, guys, in the comment section down below what you thought about this announcement. But that's all for me. Thank you as always for watching, and I'll see you guys though next time.